Welcome everybody to Old Man in the Sea. My name is Mr. Gibbs. I play World of Warships Blitz, or at least I have been for a few years now. And I decided to start throwing up some of my games here on YouTube, so you could all make fun of me as I flounder around trying to blow some of you up here on World of Warships Blitz. So with all that being said, let's get on with our first game. So, for our first game, I'm going to be in the Fletcher. I'm not going to give you all the historical ins and outs and all that good stuff. There's other channels that do that. But I am going to start charging towards capture point A. I do like the Fletcher. It's a pretty nimble boat. This is my second go-around. The first time I was pushing for the gearing, and I sort of skipped over this boat pretty quickly, but now I'm back. Picked it up with discount. I think it was around the 4th of July. And here we are about to get into capture. Now I know the enemy team is coming this way, so in case some of you are wondering. So there we go. There's the Cleveland. I'm just going to start turning, launch some torpedoes at it. I do not expect really any of the torpedoes to hit, but we'll see what happens. Smoke up, because there's, a lot of incoming fire here. And I'm just going to do some swerving, dodging, because, well, I'm sure there's other torpedoes coming in, and they're probably going to start shooting in. I'm actually surprised they're not shooting into the smoke, so that's what I would do.
Anti-aircraft gun on full alert.
Now just going to swing around and see if I can get back to capture point A. A lot of times I see players, especially in destroyers, go into a capture point, capture it, and then immediately run away. They're probably going for a mission where they have to capture so many points or something. Oh, there's a Delaware. My torpedoes are almost ready. This can be a bad thing if they decide to focus me, but I'm going to take the chance here. Here we go, torpedoes ready. Hard to port. Torpedoes away. I don't expect those to hit either. Oh, there's that Fletcher again.
We hit the enemy.
I think those torpedoes might hit. And that Fletcher's just sitting there. Sometimes, and you guys have probably noticed this if you've been playing World of Warships Blitz before, the game freezes certain ships, certain players. It may just be a connectivity issue, but you can still get hits on them. At least that's been my experience, and I will gladly take hits on them. I have no idea what this guy is doing. Is this a bot? This might be a bot. There, he's dead. And I think I got some hits on that Delaware. Looks like I got 4 torpedo hits so far. We're going to swing back around. Looking up at the map, looks like we have capture point C. And I don't know what the enemy team is doing. Looks like they've left B, but my team isn't pushing B. I'm going to start pushing back into A and see what happens. I'm detected again. That's common when there's so many aircraft up in the air. I just got to keep an eye out for incoming shells. If you've ever played World of Warships Blitz before, or even the regular PC game, you know. There we go. Oh, an Atlantico. That could be a problem. And yeah, Atlanticos have a lot of firepower. And yeah, well, we're just going to launch some torpedoes his way and see what happens. That North Carolina seems to be stuck. I don't know what's going on there, but again, I'm popping smoke because there's a lot of firepower between those ships, and I do not want to die so early in the game. Yeah, he's stuck. I don't know if he's stuck on the island or if the game sort of froze on him or if there's connectivity issues. Either way, I'm getting out of dodge, and we'll see what happens here in a second. Alright, I think he was stuck, and it looks like we've got some torpedo hits. I will take that. And it looks like my team is ahead right now. We got 3 kills. They now have 3 kills. And they're ahead in points. So let's see if we can get back into capture point A. Maybe get some more torpedoes off on these guys. There's the Atlantico again. I really got to kill. And the North Carolina is still sitting still, so I'm going to launch some torpedoes his way. And a few torpedoes towards the Atlantico. I don't know if they're going to do anything. that Atlantico is definitely not frozen. He's moving, but he's not focusing me at the moment, which is a very good thing. Incoming rounds, dodge, run, fire.
Enemy aircraft incoming.
One of the other things I like about the Fletcher is it has a pretty good anti-aircraft suite, so I can keep those pesky aircraft off. And looks like I've already got 2 kills on them.
Anti-aircraft gun on
That
full alert.
Atlantico is still... Wait, there's something... Always check your map. Always check your map. Don't get focused too badly because there's another battleship over there. And he's firing at me. Oh, it's the Delaware. Now, if you weren't aware, the Delaware is one of those hybrid battleships that World War ships introduced. It's got an aircraft flight deck. It's got some aircraft. It's got quite a few guns. And it has a battleship, I believe 16-inch guns on the Delaware. So I've just launched some torpedoes his way. Then I'm going to proceed to dodge. Again, he's not focusing me at the moment. Although he's taking some shot. Oh, wow. That's... Hey, I'll take that. Delaware seems to have very good torpedo protection, but that's okay. We put a big hit into it. And the battleship that is just passing me now, hopefully we'll have a little easier job with him. I'm going to turn around, start to move back and re-engage. I'm going to start using my guns here. I'm detected, it doesn't really matter. But if I can help cause a fire, and then Nebraska can fire off her guns. I'm not sure. I think the Nebraska might also have 16-inch guns. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong. And yeah, we've got fires going on.
We hit the enemy.
And push in. There are some ships behind me if you look at the map up in the upper left-hand corner.
Nice shot.
But they're not focusing me at the moment, and I'm just focusing on this Delaware. If the Delaware... Well, it looks like they already got our carrier, but we don't want the Delaware behind us. Because I don't want to be stuck between a Delaware and Atlantico or whatever else is live on the enemy team. It doesn't look like we're going to win this battle, but we'll see. I'm going to keep pushing here and keep shooting. 10 seconds left to go. Let's see if we get the Delaware. 5, 4, 3... Nope, we're not going to get the Delaware. Fire. Nah. But I did get a Battlestar out of it. And then the enemy team started taking some shots out of me. So there we go. The Atlantico got the MVP award there. Very good. And if we jump over to the screens here, it looks like, yeah, defeat. But I got some nice points out of it. I got 1 ship destroyed, 17 torpedo hits, which is pretty impressive. I'm surprised I only shot down 2 other ships. And the Atlantico is the top scoring on their team with the Delaware right behind him. So that was the first game. Now let's get on to the second game here, and this one is going to be in the gearing. And if you guys were wondering, I play on an iPad, so that's why we have the black bars on the side. If any of you know how to get rid of those black bars, I'd be open to suggestions there, without compromising the rest of the screen, of course. So I'm going to go full throttle there to capture point C. Taking a look at the other players on the team, seeing how many bots we have. Don't think there's too many, which is good and bad. It's good because I get to play against the actual players. Bad because those other players are probably better than me. In fact, here's a Gearing who will prove to be a thorn in my side most of this game. He's popped smoke. I'm going to let some torpedoes loose. I don't expect them to hit Gearing at least. Maybe somebody else, we'll see. Turning away. Yep, there's the Gearing. And there's all the Gearing's torpedoes. So I'm going to try to get myself around this island here, avoiding his torpedoes. And it looks like I'm going to be cleared. And throw a few more shots over at the Gearing. I did get some torpedo hits. I'm not sure on what, but we'll find out here in a second. Coming around the island. There's a St. Louis bot. He can have some shells. And around the corner, oh, that's apparently what I get the torpedo hits on. And that's Soyetsky, so I can't pronounce that. If you guys know how to pronounce that, great. But I can't pronounce that. Alright, gonna throw some torpedoes his way. I don't know if any will hit. I think that's a bot. Looks like a bot. And if it's an actual player, he should get out of there. The Gearing's taking some shots at me, but I'm not too worried.
Engine boost activated.
Nope, got another hit, and I caused some flooding. That's always a good thing. Got the smoke popped here to try to avoid any shots, but he's not really taking any shots at me. Maybe I'm just out of range. And then I'm detected because that St. Louis was right there, but my team took care of it. Coming back around. I'm going to see if we can push this capture point a bit. Now I know that Gearing is lurking around the other side of that island. Looks like they've got 4 players left here. They are ahead of points right now. And we're just going to see if we can push this cap circle a bit. It looks like I've got a battleship perhaps. Maybe a cruiser coming to assist. So that's good. There's that Gearing again. He just poked out from behind the island. He backed out. So he's probably launching torpedoes at me right now. Maybe. I'm going to throw some torpedoes his way. Right in front of him. Because I know he's going to run back behind that island. In fact, that's what he's doing right now. I am not going to go around that corner. If I go around that island and he hasn't fired his torpedoes, he would definitely fire his torpedoes right at me. So we're just going to avoid that. Oh, I got a hit. It's probably on that Russian battleship again. Here comes the Duncan. He's going to, looks like, charge straight ahead into that cap circle, which is fine. But that Gearing, yeah, we're just gonna fire some shots at there. I'm spotted due to all the aircraft and that battleship right there, so I'm not worried about being spotted. Some people like to play their destroyers really sneaky like. The guns are on a destroyer to be used if you can. If you can use them instead of fire, that's great. Oh, there's all the Gearing. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of before. Full reverse. Ouch. Ouch. Somehow I'm still alive. So we fired off the repair kit. The flooding. Yeah. Let's just get full speed again. Here comes the Gearing. Now he's fired all of his torpedoes. And I make the mistake of firing my torpedoes now because they're going to run right into the Duncan. Duncan's shooting. I'm really low on health. I'm just going to start getting out of here. Pop smoke.
Target hit.
That Gearing is pretty good, but the Duncan there has got quite a bit of firepower, it appears, and then he's got a lot of aircraft diving in on him, and he's gone. So the Gearing is no longer a problem. Thankfully, our aircraft carrier targeted him, took him out. And now it looks like the only ship left is the enemy destroyer. Yeah, no, that's an aircraft carrier that's left, not a destroyer. Unfortunately, my speed boost is still on cooldown. Got another 50 seconds left on that, but I'm still going to head in that general direction. Our aircraft carrier has moved up into capture point B and is launching aircraft against him. There's the enemy ship, and it's gone. So that's it. Game over, and that's the end of that one. So it was victory, and it was the enemy aircraft carrier that did the most damage on their team. Got the MVP. Got some good points there. Got a victory. Got some good points to the captain. Click on battle details. Got 39 battery hits, 6 torpedo hits, caused flooding twice. Scored 3rd highest in the team, which is a good thing. So that's about it for today. If you've watched till the end, thank you very much. Hopefully we'll have more games here in the near future. And you guys have a good day. I'll catch you out on the high seas.